Alright, this is the 1966 Bobcat slash Pacer slash whatever you want to call it, Harley Davidson, that we purchased at auction for $3,000. Way overpriced. Research has showed me that they're really not worth a whole lot. But anyhow, going to be my summer project if I ever can get started on it. I've had a lot to do and graduation's coming up and just been really busy with everything, but I did have a little bit of time here this afternoon and I took the gas tank off of it, and if you look, this gas tank is completely got holes in it all throughout. All across here there's holes, several holes. And it's all totally rust. Look at the rust falling out of that thing. So I don't know if there's going to be a repair that we can do to this, if there's something that you can pour in the tank and swish it around and that kind of puts a new coating in the outside of it, on the inside of it, and then this outside can be sanded down and filled in with some epoxy steel. Otherwise, a new tank is in order, and if it's available, we don't know that yet for sure either. We'll sit that back there. Now, I told you, Freddie, that I could get spark. I took the spark plug out and I cranked it and I got spark. So I've been playing around with it a little bit. Took this little bellow off of here, and it's the air filter. Made sure it was clean. So, and then I filled the, according to that book, it says to fill the crankcase up with oil till it runs out of the top, but to me that sounds like a whole lot, because then that sits right below the cylinder head. So I'm going to check on that a little bit more. But what I was going to do here is I was going to see if this thing would kick and fire up, so I thought I'd share it with you. And I can't use gas, so I'm going to just do a little shot of ether. Now this is the first time now. So I don't know, it will either run or it won't, but like I said, it had spark, so this will be the telltale of how far we move forward. Do we have to rebuild this motor, or what? It seems to me like with that the transmission should be in good shape, because it's only got, like you say, a couple thousand miles on it, and it engages and stuff. So here we go, we're going to give it a shot. A little shot of ether. Crank it over a couple times. Well, I'll be darned. I'll be darned. That's a really good sign. Really good sign. Now it didn't run very long because we only got a shot with a little shot of ether. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. That's pretty cool. I bet you feel good about that. Let's see here. Put a little shot of ether in there again. We don't want to give it too much gas because we don't want it to do too much. Let's see here. Okay, that's good. That's about all we're going to run it. And the carburetor seemed to be good because it was accelerating, you know, it was just going off of the ether fumes, because typically that gas will flow down through this tube into this carburetor system, and by doing what I was doing with the throttle, feed that gas in there. So we don't want to run it too long on just the ether, because that's not good for it, because it's a 2-cycle. But I think now we can start looking for a tank, and we can start kind of doing the disassembly, and as we do the disassembly we'll take pictures of everything so that when we reassemble, but that tank is going to be I was chatting with some friends of mine, and they're thinking that these wheels are going to be bad news. That I was thinking that they might clean up, but I don't know. We'll get them apart and put the steel wool to them and just see what happens. So, I don't know. But that stokes me a little bit. I got to make room to work and go from there. So there you have it.